Hi you guys, if you want to learn how to make my easy and delicious Cajun pasta, stay tuned. So I'm going to start off by cleaning and chopping my veggies. So I have 2 red bell peppers, 1 green bell pepper, and 1 onion. So I'm going to go ahead and clean them out and chop them up into strips. Next up, I have my sausage. I'm using the Hillshire Farm Cajun style Andouille sausage, and I really like it. It has a good bit of kick to it, which I love, and I'm going to go ahead and cut those on the bias. Next, I'm going to drop about a tablespoon of vegetable oil in my cast iron skillet and go ahead and cook my sausage, and then once they're done, I'm going to take them out of the cast iron skillet and drop in my veggies. So this is how your veggies should look once they've cooked down, and they look really good. They've soaked up all of that flavor from that andouille sausage. So you want to go ahead and remove that from your pan, and you move on to your chicken. So I have 3 thin chicken breasts here, and I'm going to be using the Tony Chachere's Cajun seasoning to season them up really good, along with some smoked paprika, some cayenne pepper, some onion powder, and garlic powder. And you're going to season them up really good. You're going to flip them over to the other side and season them up the same way. So I'm going to drop in another tablespoon or 2 of vegetable oil, and I'm going to go ahead and start cooking my chicken. And you did notice that I did not use salt when seasoning my chicken because that Tony Chachere's Cajun seasoning has plenty of salt in it already. So you don't want to overdo it in the salt department. You want your food to be flavorful, not salty. So I'm going to move on to dropping my pasta, which don't take a long time at all. It takes about 8 to 10 minutes. And then around that time, it'll be time to flip your chicken, and you just want to cook your chicken through until it's done. So I have a few shrimp here. I'm going to go ahead and put my shrimp on. I didn't use any additional oil, just the oil that was left over after cooking the chicken. And you don't want to step away from the shrimp while you're cooking it because they don't take any time at all. So once they're brown on one side, you want to give them a flip and cook them for another minute or 2, and then they're going to be done. So now I dropped in 2 tablespoons of butter, and then once the butter melted, I poured in a quart of heavy cream. You want to give that a good mix, and then get ready to put in your Parmesan cheese. And this is the cheese that I'm using. Really good. Put in about maybe 1/4 to 1/2 cup of your Parmesan cheese, and give that a good stir. And then you can see now that the sauce is thickening up. So now we're going to season up the sauce to make it even more delicious. So we're pretty much going to be using the same seasonings as we did on our chicken. So your onion powder, garlic powder, smoked paprika, your Cajun seasoning, and your cayenne pepper. And to bump up the flavor a little bit, I added about 1/2 tablespoon of garlic paste and gave that a good stir. And you can see that our sauce is nice and thick at this point, but it's not too thick to where it won't coat the noodles properly. And remember, you guys, taste as you go. If you needed more cayenne pepper, if you needed more Cajun seasoning, you add what you like to your sauce. So you're going to go ahead and give that a good mix, and everything is coated nicely. And I love using that pasta because like the sauce went in between those cracks and crevices, and it was just, oh, it was so good. So we're going to go ahead and add in our veggies and our sausage, our shrimp, and we're going to give that a good toss. Next, I added in my chopped up chicken, and I also added an Italian cheese blend because why not? And at this moment, I was thinking, girl, you should have used a bigger pan, but that's okay. I made it work. I went ahead and tossed everything together. And you want to go ahead and turn your heat off at this point as well, because the heat from the pasta and the veggies, they're going to melt the cheese nicely for you. Next, I garnished with a little bit of parsley, and you guys, look how delicious this looks. I could not wait to dig in. So I went ahead and grabbed me a bowl and plated me up some of this food. Oh, that looks so good. And I garnished with a little bit of Parmesan cheese and some parsley and went to town. I just grabbed my bowl and left. I ain't had time to be cute. I thank y'all so much for watching. I will see y'all on the next video. Until then, bye.